We are loaded in our very first game of the WCS America Premier League Season 2 Grand Finals, and it is closed by spawn locations, Nate.
That's right. We've got a close game, close spawns. Our first player in the bottom left, the blue Protoss. It is the Royal Runner, Pigbaby. And his opponent, a legend in his own right in StarCraft, who wants his first WCS America title from Red Bull. It is Bomber.
Now for most Terrans, I would say that they prefer the other locations. However, for Bomber, and knowing Bomber's unorthodox playstyle, I actually think he might be quite okay with this. If he wants to go for something similar, like we said before, maybe a Reaper into a 1 Rex, fast expand, 2 more Rexes. This is a little bit better, because you don't want to walk across the map with slow Marines.
No.
If you have the other spawning locations, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you know, that also opens up the door for Pigbaby to do any form of early Zealot, Stalker, Mothership Core Harass, a very short distance for him to go. So suddenly the spawning locations can change whatever they had planned before this game. You have to take into account what your opponent can do. And Bomber, he knows, we've actually seen him shy away from a lot of Reaper-based builds, but this Barracks into Gas, he recognizes that this short distance, but the layout of the main base as well, gives him a really good opportunity to get a lot of scouting in the early game.
Yeah, out of all the maps that have been added, I would actually say this is one of the few maps out there where Reapers are still pretty okay. You know, there's this nice little ramp on the south side of these main locations. There's quite a bit of surface area where he can hop in, and he can also hop out over here on the right side of the main base. So seeing him go for the Reaper over here does not surprise me all that much.
No. Very standard on a map like this, and when you're playing against an opponent like Pigbaby, we've seen him stick to primarily one strategy so far in his Protoss versus Terran matches, but we still don't know what else he could have up his sleeve. There's still very little information about his playstyle that's available to see. Makes him a difficult opponent to scout. So if Bomber makes too many assumptions at the start of this series, things could fall out of hand very quickly.
Definitely. Close eye. He's going to have to keep his eyes wide open. As I really just think this is an awesome best of 7 on paper. Both players definitely capable of going all the way. Like you said, we've seen it so many times where this Protoss player comes out of nowhere and just has the run of his life, ends up winning the tournament. But every now and then, at least with some of those Protoss players in the past, you could kind of feel it coming, because you saw them play a couple of big series and you was like, wow, these